Right, so bitter today. So we have a Sunday on our hands, which is better than nothing. Right, so this is kind of a nothing. there is not much to say here, but I'll say what was on my mind for the week. So first of all, I don't like cars. Crazy opinion, I know. I mean, honestly, for some people it probably is, but like, I okay. Some people, obviously, luxury is nice. Like, just having the way to traveling with a car is, it sounds nice, right? Going fast sounds nice, but I don't feel the same joy. Okay, I've never driven, first of all, so I don't know why I'm even talking about. Actually, I do know, because I watched a lot of lifestyle videos this week that were just like, most of them were just like really young people buying really expensive cars, and I thought, even if I could do that, I would not. That sounds like a bad idea and not fun. And in the videos, most of them were like, "Yeah, I know materialistic things won't make me happy, but I still want to buy this," which is like, it's just kind of weird, right? It's like, you're so deep. It's so deeply inside of your like psyche that you need the nice car to be like successful. It's just weird. I don't particularly agree with that statement, Uh, but it's like, obviously it's nice to have a quiet, luxurious car. I just feel like you would get so, like, I from just watching these kind of videos, I'm already getting bored of the cars. Like the nice sounds. Like, I was watching a video, I was like, yeah, seen this before. I was getting bored before. I've never seen a sports car on the inside, never touched one, right? And I'm already getting bored of it. I feel like I would get used to it so fast, and it would be so incredibly, like it would not feel like feeling at all, at least for me. So I was really thinking about how but I think it's also somewhat because most of the people are obviously American, so there was a lot. There's a lot more car culture out there, but a lot of my friends, even here, are still very into cars, and I just don't really get it. Like, the deepest I've gotten into cars is just like electric, because I think it's cool. I like how they're nice for the environment. Yeah, that's how deep I've got. I also like how they go fast. I think that's good, but mostly because I think other people would like them to go fast, and that makes them buy more electric vehicles, and I think that's good for the environment. So yeah. Mm. um yeah, that's just my rant. I don't know. I feel like I just keep getting the car video shouted through my mouth, which honestly, I watch it myself. What can I say? It's my own problem, but still, I just it's just yucky. I don't feel like it's worth it at all, at all. Doesn't seem like it would bring joy at all. Anyways, um another thing that happened this week, I kind of realized that I thought my quality of service was getting quite good, and that I was quite on a high level, but I realized that I was not, right? So, um, I don't know why, but I never looked into what privacy policies and cookies actually were. So I thought they were just like something you do when you're stealing the data of the customers. But it turns out it's just any data that you're taking from the customers, even like a contact form, which I did do, which means I was giving out some illegal websites. Yikes, that's not good. You should not do that. So yeah, honestly, I got like a call from like a potential customer. I was like, yeah, honestly, seems like you're young, out here trying to grind, So I'm just gonna tell you that you need to fix these things up, because like that's not good. And I was like, oh damn, I just didn't realize that. So I just fixed all of it. It took like honestly multiple hours, probably eight or something, during 2 days, which just for like fixing all or the other website I've done, and the current one I'm currently doing, which I wanted to do because obviously the customer can see if I've done that. So I added cookies, I made the privacy policy, I did all that. So that's all now fixed up, and I think I understand it now. Also, just some other quality checking needed to be done on those websites. So I did that, made a few fixes, and just improved it. And it's always just a wake up call to like how much you have to like really focus. Like you can't let your foot off the gas, because like you think your quality is high because you've done it for a short while, but other people have done it for way longer, so they know what high quality is. I may know how to design, but I need to know every single part of the process to be able to really get that, cranking. So my quality is truly like, because like at the end of the day, what the customer is expecting for your detail orientation to be higher than theirs. So the customer should not see a fault in your service. You should be able to complete the service to a level that the customer cannot fault, because that's how you know your product is more valuable than what they pay for. Obviously, there's some customers that's just gonna be hard to do with, but I think for the most part, yeah, you really need to focus on the details, or at least for me. Obviously, if you're like a 10-year veteran, you're probably focusing too much on the details, or are too much of a perfectionist. But I'm like run through, break things, do things, and just I really don't have any perfectionism in me. I'm just like, if it's good enough, it's good enough. Ship it out. So I have to use more systems to be able to measure if I'm providing a service of high enough quality. Yeah. Now another thing, honestly, before I started recording this, I didn't have much to talk about, or I thought about how I didn't have much to talk about, and so I decided to put a topic of what marching feels like. This is from the book. I'm not sure what it's called. It's like how to keep great. It's like the same author as Good to Great, but it's another book of like how to stay. It's like how big businesses stay relevant for a longer time. And one of them was one of the, like, it tells you like it's like a guy who does the studies on like a bunch of businesses, and then gives the key principles of those businesses and how they were able to stay relevant for so long, or how they are able to stay relevant and keep up with the game. And one of the principles was the 20-mile march, which is from another story in the book, which is about like one group of like people trying to reach the North Pole, and there are two groups of people trying to reach the North Pole. One group is like less prepared, less ready, and they have this strategy, which is just if the weather is good, they go as much as they can. If it's bad, they can't go any they go very little because they're very tired. And the author kind of tells you about how this is a bad strategy, because what you want to do, what the other group did, is they have a lot more preparation. Obviously, it's like that was another one of the principles, but I was just showing that this works in business, but also in other things. So the other group, every day, whether the weather would be good or bad, they would march 20 miles. They would just go 20 miles, then stop, then 20 miles, and that's like you keep up with that. So on the days when it's good weather, you're not exhausted, you can rest, and on the days when it's bad weather, you have to like really give it your all, but you're always making good progress. So that was a long explanation of a book for what I feel like I'm doing right now, which is kind of just doing the same thing over and over, trying to not, like, I don't want to burn myself out. That's the kind of limit on me. So I'm just turning the cogs, just going. Every day is quite similar, and just doing it over and over and over and over. And there there's not much to say, right? It's just, I send more messages, I do more sales calls, I maybe get more sales, maybe I fail sales. Then I look at what I did in those sales calls, what I did good, what I did bad, and try to learn from them. And that's just that's the sequence. I think also another thing I've been thinking about is I haven't been taking a lot of notes on the sales, so I think I should take more. But it's hard to critique myself when I'm not recording myself, so I think I should also think about how I'm going to record my sales calls, right? Because that's something that I believe would be very beneficial. But yeah, just keeping on. I don't want to say the grind, because obviously it's not like I don't feel that like I'm exerting myself that much. But at the same time, it's like it's what I need to do. So like there isn't much else to do. I just keep on marching. And like school's about to start again tomorrow. I had a week break just now, and this is the last break before the summer. So it's gonna be a long time just being in school. But that's fine. It's gonna be the real test of how long I can march and what kind of progress I can make during that marching. Because at the end of the day, I just need to keep consistently doing what I'm doing right now. Or at least that's my thesis, right? I'm doing more of an input type goal, so I'm focusing a lot more on just keeping up my inputs and just trying to get results with that. So I believe I have I'm on quite a good trajectory. There's not much I need to fix, right? Honestly, like this month it's probably gonna be 800, 700, and then I think I'm gonna get probably two deals next month, so I would be getting like 1400. So yeah, that's hopefully what's gonna happen. And I don't know, I feel like it's very very little, but at the same time that would be double. 700 times 2 is very much so 1400, but it just seems like not a lot. On the other hand, it's pretty close to like my goal. My goal was honestly just make 1K a month for the whole year, and if I can keep that up, then that's what I wanted originally. So like I don't really know if there's any real problems. Honestly, it seems like I can just keep doing what I'm doing and I'll just be fine. It just feels weird because like I feel like I should do something else. And I'm not, because I don't want to get distracted. So I'm just gonna keep marching, keep doing what I'm doing, and hopefully I find success. Right.